Welcome to Scriptural Snapshots, brought to you by Living Faith Ministries in Kaiser, West Virginia, where we bring the living Word of God into your life. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. We're talking about the law, and we're talking about more specifically the Ten Commandments and the influence, the effect that they have in our lives when we accept them and believe them and trust them. The first commandment is, you shall have no other gods before me. That's pretty simple, pretty direct, pretty easy to understand, and a lot of people don't like it. Now, your God, who you set up as God, whether it's Yahweh or another God or yourself, okay, that is your philosophy of your life, and you will operate in that philosophy of life. You will make your laws, your decisions based upon that life, and if it's around you, then you're the center and everything revolves around you and your benefits without regard for anybody else. Because it's all about you. You're your God. There's other gods that are very demanding and very jealous, and they take away the other people's rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which we've been talking about, that our founding fathers in America, in the United States, believed that in their studies of man and religion and government, they said these are the three principal things: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that God has put into every person, and it's up to a proper government to protect those rights for everyone. Now, Abraham Lincoln said the philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will become the philosophy of government in the next. We talked out of Galatians chapter 3, verse 24, that the law is our tutor to bring us to a faith in Jesus Christ, to bring us to a faith in a living God, so we can live righteously and holy. And once you reach that stage, well, the law has really no effect on you, because the law is not made for the righteous man, but for the lawless, for those who abandon God, who abandon sound principle and sound doctrine, men who are selfish, devious, envious, men who are destructive of others. So the law is not made for the righteous man, because we don't have to worry about the righteous people. See, I know people, I don't ever have to worry that they're going to take advantage of me. I can trust them. Why? They're righteous. They're good people. But other people, oh, I'm going to keep you at a 6-foot distance. I'm not going to let you get too close. I'm not going to reveal my secrets. Why? Because you will take advantage of me at the first opportunity. I was a counselor one time when I was in seminary. One of my programs that I got involved in was counseling for people that had just got out of prison. And I was under a young person in the studying for psychiatry. And they came into the group and they said, well, let's just gather around. I'm just the assistant in the group. And she says, let's just all sit around a circle. And there were about 8 of us. And we sat around in this circle. And she says, now, I want you to tell us something about yourself that you've never told anybody else. And nobody would talk. So she said, well, I'll start with me. And she shared some things about her, which were really, I thought personally, kind of silly and not really in depth or anything like that. And this one guy started sharing some stuff. And when he was done, she said, oh, that is so good. I'm so glad that you shared that. I'm so glad you opened up your life to me. And she was really sincere and naive. Because one of the other guys started laughing. And I said, what are you laughing about? He says, that she's buying this crap. That she's buying this junk. He said, listen, what the guy told you is just, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. He says, we have learned, we grow up where everybody will take advantage of everybody. Now, they've all come out of prison. This is the people that they associate with, people that either are in jail or probably ought to be in jail. And he says, we don't even tell our wives what we think. We are not real with anybody, because everybody we know will use it against you. See, there's a lot of people in the world like that. And so those are the people we have laws and rules for, hoping to direct them to a faith in Jesus Christ, a living, saving, vibrant faith that they can be free. Now listen, laws are instituted to limit behavior, to restrict behavior. Now this can be good or bad. But we have laws for a purpose of teaching people right and wrong. And when you don't have a sound basis, a sound philosophy for that, if you have other gods before the true God, then your laws will reflect that philosophy. And when you don't have a solid philosophy, your laws won't be solid. And your laws will be to benefit this group or this politician or that politician, but it won't be even-handed. And therefore the law becomes bad because it's only to protect you and the ones who agree with you. And that's not a just law. God gave us the basic principle for all laws and all behavior of life. You shall have no other gods before me. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. God bless you.